Greetings everybody, this is Stormy with the capital Z. This time around we are on battle.net and we are going to be covering up a 2 versus 2. The map is going to be Twisted Meadows and yeah, this is one of my well, return to my first attempts to do live commentaries. It's been a really long time. Hopefully I'll be able to do this one. Sorry to say, we're on the 16 by 9 resolution. Not the best one, I can understand, but I'm pretty sure this game would be a little interesting. And we're just gonna switch on to these team colors. Okay, so we have the green team, a human and an undead on the top, and on bottom it is teal, a human and a human. So double human versus human and undead. Let's see how this game turns out. All of the players seem to be going for pretty standard builds. This is Twisted Meadows, a very rather human friendly map. Would be very interesting to see if the human players go for double MK or something like that. We have seen that in the past. An Archmage coming out from the green side, and well, no hero yet for this guy. I think he's going for the late hero build, the crypt first, and a double Archmage from the teal team. Nothing all that very interesting at the moment. The heroes will be popping out, and we're gonna see some action pretty soon. Altar is done and the DK coming out. Let's see what these guys go for. Seems like the green human is going for the orange camp, and this guy going for some scouting. Rather a surprising choice. I guess they want to know where the undead player is, because that would make some difference. That would be making some difference in the mid and late point of the game when they want to decide to rush or something like that. And can I chat? No, I cannot. I cannot chat. I must not disturb them. So these guys are going to go for this camp over here, and the other human player is going for a camp at this goblin. I'm saying goblin. It's a gnoll camp. It's a gnoll camp that he's going for. Well, undead player is only just now done getting his DK out, and buying that Rod of Necromancy, he has a fiend out. He surprisingly did not go for pulling any creeps. Alright, he's gonna go for some creeping, it seems like. Well, the human players are nearly done. This one is already done creeping his camp, and he's gonna go for the green camp. Now his ally going to finish off one of the camps and go for, I guess he will go for one or two more camps, get his hero to level 3 and then push forward. Undead player staying rather safe, just creeping a green camp very surprisingly. Staying rather really safe. It seems like both of the human players do not want to go for any kind of creeping. They seem to be going for the attack, and they are actually going towards the undead player's base. A double human push towards a undead player, that's going to be a little difficult to defend rather. And human player went in there to buy something, did not sell off his Scourge Bone Chime. The Scourge Bone Chime is actually going to be very useful for the human player with all those many footmen. They're going to be healing themselves while they attack, and oh my, it's a double tower. My god, I have never seen these many peasants on the same screen at the same time. They are going for a double tower push, and it's going to be deadly. The undead player is in a very precarious position, and his ally TPing in. No, that was not his ally, that was him, and he's actually TPing into a very bad position. Human player can easily kill off this army, and oh my god, just look at that tower push. The ally, the green human, is not TPing yet. He needs to TP in there right now, and the undead player, oh my, this is really bad, and I'm lagging a bit, and undead player actually managed to force the TP over the Archmage of one of the players, but this tower rush is still coming in. It's a really bad for position for the And that they're holding in, they're doing pretty well. Actually, it's a bit difficult to distinguish between the colors, both teal and green over here. They're not exactly very different than one another. Even if one of the towers come up, it's going to be really bad for them. And towers are coming in on both of the sides. I guess they're gonna let the army stay in and die. They're just gonna let the army stay in and die. If the towers come up, I mean, that's gonna be GG. They're gonna pull in more and more militiamen. Here comes the Archmage. It is back and it has not healed. Surprisingly, it did not buy any kind of healing items from the base. It could have healed itself on the way here. At least gotten itself to 25% of the hit points, and we see a lot of footmen dying over there. A lot of footmen dying. Underplayer is not producing anything at this point right now. He is making these skeleton warriors with Rod of Necromancy, that is. His Rod of Necromancy expired, and it seems like that's not just the skeleton warriors of the Underplayer. There's all the skeleton warrior of these other guys, of the other hero, that is the human player, the Archmage, because as he did buy this item, he's having the robe of Magi, that's giving him +6 intelligence. I'm gonna give him some extra attack and some extra mana regen, nothing all that too very special. And towers are up on the bottom side. The top tower has failed, but one of them at least survived. Although the towers could get easily taken out, the human players rather are doing pretty well. Team Teal is going to steal the victory, I think, over here. Both of the heroes are down to very low hit points, and the Devil of Death Coil, and that is going to kill off the Archmage of one of the players. I do believe that is the first hero kill in this game throughout, and I don't know, is this tower going to fail? The towers are up, and the Underplayer still has some things going. He still has one of the crypts producing his stuff, and once again placing in more towers. I like the positioning of these towers, spreading them a little around here and there, and they are actually rather really towards the inner side of the base. Normally a tower push would be starting from here, but they have placed these things at a place where they can constantly damage the buildings. And here comes the other Archmage back in. Team Teal is losing peasants, and it seems like this tower push is going to fail. If it does fail, it's going to be really bad for Team Teal, because they have completely dedicated towards this push, and they both are taking up though. Even if this does fail, they did lose a lot of resources while trying to do it, and well, I wouldn't say that they're going to lose the game, but they are pushed back by a lot. And Team Green doing rather well over here right now. Actually, Team Green is really doing rather well. They have successfully managed to defend against a very difficult tower push, a double human tower push, and that tower push has failed. As we can see, the undead human combination have stood victorious in this situation. Now the Underplayer going to tech up, get himself a second hero soon. Human player on green side is actually going for tier 3, and he's going for Griffin Aviaries. I mean, it seems like he's going to go for Griffin Riders. Griffin Riders are going to be devastating. And at this point of time, I don't think either of the TL humans know about this. They are making their stuff, Arcane Phantoms and their standard human stuff, but the standard human stuff is not going to work against the Griffin Riders. Tier 3 is nearly 75% done, and well, I guess he's going to lose a few footmen over here. He is creeping this with the MK. I was trying to actually look for the hero. Which hero is he using? He's using the MK. He's going to get the MK to level 2. And going to send in a few skeleton warriors, that is toward the enemy player's expansion point. The safest expansion point for either of the players on Team TL. Sorry. had some problem with the throat there. So it seems like the other player is going to scout and find out that the human player is tending to expand. He did manage to kill off a peasant over there, and well, they at least do know that the human player is planning to go for an expansion sooner than later, and they probably will be doing something about it sooner than later. And they are also getting a Scourge Moon Chimes out of somewhere. I don't really know where did he creep. I guess this one. I guess that camp. Yeah. And the human player on the green side is going to creep out this mercenary camp. And his hero is nearly level 5. That's going to be really great. And here comes the Griffin. The Griffin Riders are going to be devastating against the double human. The human players, okay, one of the human players only now building a blacksmith. The rifleman may just be the answer. Rifleman and the caster combination may just be the answer to the Griffin Riders. But if the undead player also manages to get his stuff, and okay, a sacrificial pit, I'm not sure, but we may even see some frost worms coming in. If they make frost worms and Griffin Riders, it's going to be victory for Team Green. So now we're having some creeping going on both sides, and here comes the green human player. He's gonna attack one of the teal players. Gonna manage to take off one of the sorceresses, and it seems like he pulled in one of the griffins while attacking. The human players do know that the enemy player has Griffin Riders, and well, we'll be having some time to try and counter it. One of the players do have the lumber mill. They'll probably want to train some riflemen. He's building a second barracks. I guess he's gonna try and pump in the riflemen. One of the players will be pumping riflemen, the other one will be pumping your spellcasters. That kind of combination will do pretty well, I guess. DK tried to do some damage over here, and there was a storm bolt. It seems like DK is not going to survive unless until he's just managed to slip away. Yeah, that's the time. That's what I'm talking about. He's gonna go and buy himself a zeppelin, and he's gonna escape. No, he's not gonna escape. Oh, that. Oh my. Oh my. This is what I was saying about the problem with distinguishing between the colors. Team Teal had a farm at this Goblin Laboratory, and that is some really awesome gameplay. Just as the DK was going in there to buy himself the Zeppelin, the human player bought the Zeppelin instead, and that disabled the... that basically made the Goblin Zeppelin go into cooldown on the shop, and he wasn't able to buy the Zeppelin for himself, and yeah, that resulted him in dying. So he's gonna use that Zeppelin, I guess, for some Zeppelin microing, saving his units a bit here and there. We see an expansion coming up for green human. He's gonna go for a third hero. A paladin is out as well. All right. Teal now going to be going for the attack over green. Green is pumping out Griffin Riders, and that's going to be they're going to be really devastating against. He's actually training knights. What I was about to say was they should be rather training some anti-air, but he's training knights, but he's also training flake cannon upgraded flying machines, and flying machines deal some really great amount of damage. Lich has been taken down. And this creep camp has been left to creep with the green human player. And okay, we had some action over here. Don't really know what was going on over there. Seems like one of the human players was attacking the teal. I mean to say the green human player, and the green human player TP'd back to his base to save it. And we don't see any production. I guess he doesn't have enough lumber or something. Okay, he actually lost a number of peasants, I guess, over here. We see one corpse. I don't know if he actually did lose too many of them, or maybe he just didn't train more. Okay, I guess he's not going to train more. He's just gonna get a shredder. That's one way of doing things. Team Teal is going for flying machines and knights. That's a safe combination. That's a pretty safe combination rather than going only and only. I mean to say only and only riflemen. Yeah, which I was about to say. This rifleman can rather easily die towards an undead push, and here comes the undead player. DK is okay. Okay, that's actually the ally. My God, this is confusing. This color is confusing. I don't know. I think I should switch back. Yeah, I think this is better. This should be better. We know that teal and red are on one team, and yellow and green are on one team. So that's how we're gonna distinguish. So okay, they actually trained in a few Dragonrock riders. Dragonrock riders can ensnare, or rather, use their aerial shackle abilities to catch up with those Griffin riders and possible. No, they can't actually, and they can't actually entrangle the destroyers. Destroyers are immune to magic. So we have a rather good, nice, different combination of an army over here by the human player. He has Dragonhawk riders, he has the casters, he has a zeppelin, and on the other side, this guy has knights and a few flying machines. But he definitely needs more. I mean, that many flying machines are not going to do the job. It seems like they're staying below 50 food. They're just gonna get themselves some gold and set up the expansion, I guess. We see an engagement over here. Team Teal is would definitely have the upper hand at this point, actually, with that army composition. And we can see the flying machine and Dragonhawk rider combination coming into play. The knights are doing rather well. The knights are down to, well, quite a low hit point over there. The heroes, none of the heroes are being focused down as of yet. The flying machines have been taken out, and okay, the flying machines are out. This is going to convert this into a one-sided affair. Team Green is going to take the upper hand, and they almost managed to nuke down the MK. MK may just get nuked down over there, and oh my, he rather managed to barely escape, or no, the destroyers are going to kill it. The destroyers, I'm not sure. That boost of speed was the only thing rather that saved him at that point, and now they're going to change the attention towards the Archmage, and oh, that is great. That is just great. This is why I love watching 2v2s. You get to see some really unique ways of doing things. I mean, you don't normally go for this. You don't see this in pro level plays. You don't see invisibility being used this way to save your hero, and if the undead player actually had a shade nearby, the invisibility would have been rendered useless. But now at this point, we go back into the base, and the undead player does not seem to want to attack just yet. They're gonna go in there, they're gonna try and deal some damage, do some Zeppelin micro, and the Zeppelin is going to be concentrated by the destroyers. The destroyers are going to manage and destroy it. And here comes the green human player. The green human player is going to try and help his ally defend his own base. And I don't know. I don't see this. I don't see Teal actually rather escaping from this. But he did manage to slip out one unit over there. He did manage to slip out one unit. The element doesn't actually matter. He did save up the experience points. So, and oh no, is he stuck? I think he's stuck. He is stuck, but he could definitely buy a Zeppelin and get out of there. Yeah, he's definitely stuck, and oh no! I didn't see this one coming. I didn't see this one coming. He's destroying the altar. Why would you destroy your altar? I mean, you don't actually have use of it right now, but your heroes could potentially die. You have a triple hero combination, and you have like, what, 90 food? I mean, you could definitely have destroyed the farm instead of the altar, really. Oh my. And Teal Archmage is going to attack one of the lumber cutters, that Goblin Shredder. Having a little melee over here. Under player is having the upper hand in this one. They did manage to take out one of the destroyers, but the destroyers are going to fare rather well with the Unholy Aura and the DK being over there to use that Death Coil. And as the human player has the autocast with the sorceresses, the destroyers can actually devour a lot of magic and increase their damage. Level 6 on the DK, and okay, on the other side of the map, the level 5 Archmage did die, which was dealing some harassment towards the inner side of the base. Having seems like Team Teal. Okay, Team Red is coming in with a lot of a lot of flying machines, not destroyers. And this is the amount of flying machines you need. This is the amount of flying machines that you need if you want to destroy some massive air units. Massive number of air units, or I don't know. A footman, or rather scout footman, which was about to die, was sent near the Undead player's expansion, and he does know that the Undead player is trying to set up one. Undead player dropping the necropolis towards the outer end of the expansion. I guess he just wanted to do that last little duty before he actually died. So Team Yellow and Green is going to stay near the base, and are they gonna attack? Hell, now is definitely not the good time to attack, because that number of flying machines also have the bombshell upgrade. After destroying the air units, they can actually attack the ground units, and that's going to be really bad. And there goes the Griffin Riders. Griffin Riders are shackled. They're going to be taken out rather easily. Destroyers will also be taken down rather easily. What are the attack upgrades? They're having even attack upgrades plus two, and Team Red doesn't have any attack upgrades, seems like. Both players, well, it's really difficult to concentrate on both air and ground combat. Undead player playing rather safe, and he did manage to kill off most of the flying machines and still have his destroyers alive. And oh my, despite of things being really bad for Team Green is coming ahead in this battle. They're gonna nuke down that Archmage, Mountain King using that potion invulnerability right on time. And at this point, I'd say that this game is going to go for Team Yellow and Green. They have been doing really well. They have level 6 on the DK and a triple hero combination for the human player. And at this point, Team Red has nearly lost all of the anti-air. Air is the main focus of this side of the army, that is this side of the team. They're going to try and target the expansion. The main may be taken out, and there goes down the Archmage. There goes down the Archmage, and Team Red is rather retreating back. I don't know what's he planning to do. I guess he's going for his expansion, and whoa, what the hell do we even have here? He's putting out his necropolis towards his expansion, but that's going to be taken out rather easily. Team Teal is attacking this haunted gold mine. Gold mine is going to be taken out. I guess all of the players have already lost their main. Yeah, of course they have already lost their main gold mine. Team Red has a gold mine. Green has a gold mine. Yellow is going to lose his gold mine, and Teal has a gold mine. So in terms of army composition, the top team, the team towards the top, that is doing rather well. The team towards the bottom does have an army composition, but Team Teal is losing his main health, nearly has completely lost it, that is. He has an expansion, but that expansion can easily be taken out sooner than later. I guess this is gonna turn into be a base race, and we're gonna play a little game of hide and seek, I guess. They're gonna try to hide their buildings a little here and there, try to hide their stuff, and team green and yellow are rolling at this point. They have completely decimated the expansion. I mean to say the main and main of Team Teal. Team Teal has the expansion, but if the expansion does go down, it's going to be a 2-on-1 situation. And although this, okay, it's actually being repaired and being attacked at the same time, they should definitely TP, and that's what they did. They TP'd back into the base, and they're going to go after the units one by one. And now Team Red also TPing back. Team Red has TP'd back, and here comes a part of the army of Teal. Teal is going to attack Green. He's not managed to take out most of the peasants before he TP's in, and now he's going to TP. He's going to TP. Okay, he's using. He used a combination of Staff of Teleportation and the TP. He staffed himself into the army, and then used the TP to get back to his expansion. He still has the army left. I don't know who's going to take this game. Yellow, at least for now, did not have a gold mine. He's going to set up one soon. Green has the gold mine. Red has the gold mine. So yellow coming in, gonna try and destroy Red's gold mine. And here comes Green's army, and they're gonna take it down. There's absolutely no way they're gonna TP in even at this point and save it. He's keeping his destroyers towards the back side, does not want to get them engaged with the flying machines. He does have a lot of flying machines with +1 upgrade. Okay. We just heard a teleportation go down. It's but none of the Archmage are at level 6 rather. I don't know what happened there. But Team Red is going to run over this expansion, and they're not here. Well, okay, they are here. It was so difficult. I didn't even see them. It was difficult. Couldn't see them, but they are there. They're trying to defend it, and they're gonna try and focus on the Archmage. Archmage is running for dear life, and only now they're gonna move out a bit. Level 6 Archmage is still alive and doing well, and we see a lot of flying machines being taken out. A Mountain King died. I heard a Mountain King died. It was of Team Red. Well, there's a lot of going on. One more Mountain King died. That was of Team Teal. So, as I said before, Team Green and Yellow are doing rather really well. Both of the Mountain Kings from Team Teal and Red have been taken down. There is no altar. Well, you do still have the tower, and you don't have the altar to revive your hero back. Your heroes were delicious. Well, that's a quote. That's a nice little quote. Death Knight hitting level 7. I guess he already has Unholy Aura level 3, and I mean Unholy Aura level 3 is going to be really devastating. And okay, he's going back in. He's gonna try and do some damage over the peasants. This game is rather going on forever. At this point, Red does not have an expansion. Green still has the expansion, at least for the time being. And we see a potion of invulnerability being used with Stormbolt. If the Mountain King Stormbolts on time, oh, he just launched that Stormbolt, and he was actually waiting. I guess he was waiting for it to launch the Stormbolt and then use the TP, which he did, and TP back to his expansion. The expansions would rather run out now at this point. You see all of the players attacking each other's expansion points. And a nice little death coil Frost Nova over the Archmage. Team Red has lost the lost the Archmage as well. And here comes the army of Team Green. They're gonna attack and they're going to run over this. They're gonna run over them, and that is GG there by Team Red and Team Teal. Well, that was pretty great actually, a 30-minute long game, and hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening. Z out. Bye bye.